Hello friends, this is your teacher Manish, and in continuation with our software project management playlist, today I am going to start with unit number 2, which is estimation. So let us first understand what estimation is. So guys, estimation is a process through which you do an attempt to size a software. So it's a process, it's a methodology through which you arrive at a size of a software. Then based on the productivity, you calculate what are the efforts required to develop that software. So basically those efforts are going to be what would get split or spread across the life cycle for your software development. So let us take an example here. If the size of software is 1000 lines of Java code, so size is 1000 lines, and I want to, or my productivity is 25 lines per day, which means to develop 1000 lines I would require 40 person days. Very simple, 1000 divided by 25, 1000 lines is my size, productivity is 25 lines per day for one person, which means, so productivity is always calculated for one person. So 25 lines per day is productivity, hence I require 40 person days of efforts. Now I can put two resources. If I put two resources, two coders to do this piece of work, then my entire work will be done in 20 days. So 40 days of work, two people doing, so my elapsed time to complete the work is 20 days. So this is what estimation actually is. Now it is in overall software development, it is very essential to estimate efforts accurately, because if you estimate efforts accurately, you are likely to succeed in the project, because your cost, timeline and quality, the three constraints which we have been discussing in our previous videos a lot, those would be under control. Your planning is likely to be successful, because you are going to plan based on what you have estimated. Estimation output is nothing but efforts. So your planning, your scheduling is going to spread that efforts across the life cycle, and more the accurate estimates, the more successful accurate planning would be. But unfortunately, accurate estimates are not done very often. In fact, I have written down some statistics for you, and this is for the worldwide project statistics, and what it says is more than 90% of the project are likely to overrun more than 15% of the effort estimates. So you can imagine, more than 90% of the projects are likely to overrun more than 15% of the efforts estimate, and in fact more shocking is more than 70% of the projects are likely to overrun more than 30% of the efforts. And similarly there are 20% of the projects which are likely to overrun more than 100% of the efforts. So these are the worldwide project statistics, and these are very, very shocking, and which means accurate estimates are very, very important for the overall success of the projects. So let us see quickly some reasons why estimates are often incorrect. What are the reasons why estimations are not properly done? So one of the reason, or one of the top reasons, is there is a lack of clarity of requirements. So the estimation team which starts estimating the software development efforts, are likely to have less visibility of overall requirements. Okay, now it is up to the team's experience, it is up to the discussions or with the customer, getting the clarification sought, having the experience of capturing the requirements for similar kind of projects previously will help that team to actually come up with the accurate experience. So even accurate estimates. So even if probably the requirements are not clear, it is up to the skills of people to see how they can extract the requirement based on the information that is available, based on the experience that they have. Okay, and exactly the second point is lack of experience. Many a times team which goes and does the estimates of software development efforts lack the experience. If the team is sufficiently experienced in working same kind of domain, if the team is experienced and they have done similar kind of projects previously, they are likely to come up with the better and accurate estimates. Third point is lack of knowledge of scientific standards and techniques. Well, folks, there are number of standards and techniques to size a software. Okay, so couple of them would be, lines of code, function points. Okay, and there are scientific methods to actually size a software. So lack of knowledge of those methods is one of the reason why incorrect estimations happen. Okay, lack of application knowledge. Of course, if application is not known properly, so estimates are not always for a software which is developed from the scratch, but you might want to estimate the efforts for maintenance, you might have to estimate the efforts for enhancement. So when you are estimating the efforts for maintenance, enhancements, change requests that come in, at that point of time you need to know the nitty-gritty of software, you need to know the nitty-gritty of application. And last but not least, working towards a suggested value. And this is very, very important when you are working in a very competitive environment. Okay, when you are bidding any IT tender, typically what happens is your customer who has floated the tender is likely to give you a value which he or she is looking forward for, and then you tend to get biased to achieve that value. So instead of arriving at actual estimates, you tend to arrive at estimates which are expected by your customer, and that is one of the reason why you land up estimating incorrectly. So these are some of the reasons, okay, which I tried to quickly tell you. So having seen what estimations are, having seen the importance of estimation, accurate estimation, and also reasons why incorrect estimations do happen, let us quickly see what are the different size. In fact, I have listed down some of the typical size, and I want us to kind of think whether those points are actual size of software or not. Okay, so what is a good measure of software size out of this 8 which I have listed down? First, I have listed 7 calendar months. Well, this is not a software size. 7 calendar months become actually the elapsed time for which you are going to work. So this is not an accurate software size. 24 member team, nothing talks about software. Okay, it's just the size of the team rather than size of a software. So it's not an accurate size. 100 screens, 50 reports. Yes, probably here you are trying to give some size in terms of what is the work involved. So I can tick this mark saying yes, this could turn out to be a right size of software. Second is 10,000 lines of Java code. Yes, it is clearly a size. it tells me exactly what is the efforts required, what is the size, and based on the productivity I can calculate the efforts. So if 25 lines of Java code per day is the productivity, it is 400 days would require really to do 10,000 lines of code. Okay, USD 5.5 million, again not a size at all, it is the price, or rather it is the cost that is mentioned here. 67% days, again not the size of a software, it is actually efforts which are required. Complex software, very subjective. It doesn't give me any picture in terms of size. Complex is a very subjective word. Something which is complex to me based on my experience can be very easy to somebody else because he is or she is just more experienced than me. So this is of course not a size, and this is very ambiguous. Last one is in fact hilarious. You will be able to do it in a week. Not a size of software at all. It is just a guesstimate. So guys, having seen this, okay, what estimates are, what is the importance of accurate estimates, okay, we in our next video are going to take a dive into process of estimation. Okay, so if you like this video, please do like and share it. Please do subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye till now.